So today I'm going to be showing you guys a fun build where you get to give the elevated overseers a taste of their own medicine, and that is the Hoverpack Purifier build. Now the Hoverpack, I've used it before against the Rupture Strain. I think this is a pretty fun, even if kind of niche stratagem that has more use than people think. I very rarely see people using this, and a lot of the time I see them using it kind of wrong and pairing it with marksman weapons, when I really think this thing is best with AoE weapons. I mean, AoE weapons are the best across the board, but the Hoverpack particularly benefits them because you get to apply your AoE way more efficiently. Because, you know, if you're level with the enemies, you only fire at the first one or maybe at the floor and beneath them, or in between a couple of them, and it's just less efficient. But if you have high ground, like you can get from the Hoverpack, you can really maximize the potential of each one of your shots. And that's why it pairs really nicely with the Purifier, because the Purifier has a great AoE, while still being usable against shields and just spam firing against close range targets. It's good against Voteless, it's good against flesh mobs, it's good against Overseers, it's good against pretty much everything, except for snitches. I do not like this thing too much against snitches, and sometimes it's kind of hard to hit elevated Overseers with charged shots, so I'm going to be bringing the Warrant alongside it. I mean, I've been a huge Warrant stan ever since the buff. It feels really fun now and really cool. Maybe I'll get tired of it eventually, but that has yet to happen. It is such a blast to use. Absolutely worth the 200 super credits in the state it's in now. Honestly, skip Force of Law and just get this. It's fun. I'm going to be using the extra padding light armor, also a superstore item, because this gives really good survivability in a light armor package for mobility. If you don't have this, I would recommend just honestly medium padded armor, the default Helldivers, if I can find it. All of these are the same passive, extra padding, just to have that extra armor when you're up in the air to survive a couple more shots. But I like being fast, so I'm going to use the light armor. Gas grenades for Horde Clear, just really good against the squids. You could probably use incendiary impacts or just incendiary grenades, but I like gas. I find it more reliable, and it also works against flesh mobs and overseers with the crowd control. Now this one I'm not 100% sure on, but I'm going to be using the Epoch because it's really good against harvesters and it's not bad against flesh mobs. It can't kill them super fast because I think it takes 2 shots, but getting 1 shot off on a flesh mob really shreds them. It takes out most of their HP. And if you aim in the general vicinity of the eye, I found that the Epoch often one-shots harvesters, but I'm not exactly sure if that's the best place to aim. I'll probably find out in the match, and if I'm not using it in the mission, that means I switch to something I like better. I'm going to be using the 500 kg bomb to take out big clumps of hard or tough enemies, like flesh mobs, harvesters, etc., and to take out landed chips. And I'm going to use Strafing Run to take out crowds, as well as taking out shields on both ships and harvesters. Now, I usually don't like running 2 Eagle stratagems because it's annoying to juggle the cooldowns, but in this case, I think both of these go pretty well with the build, and I'll just lock in and manage it. Anyway, I think that's it. Oh no, I'm using Vitality Enhancement just to have a little bit of extra survivability. You could use any of the good support boosters and be fine. I like Vitality Enhancement. But anyway, I think that is actually it for the build, so I will see you all in the mission. Okay, so let us get situated. Uh-oh, is this no, this biome isn't too messy usually. This shouldn't be too bad. I didn't really think too much about which plants I was going on this time. I actually did not check if the DSS was here. I really hope it isn't here with an Eagle Storm, because that would I'm not a fan of the Eagle Storm. But actually maybe, yeah, doing the loop this way around clockwise would be more efficient, I think. But squid missions go by faster than the other factions. It's not as big of a deal as on bugs, where I run out of time very frequently on bugs. The squids just have okay, I am recording. The squids just have less objectives and are generally faster to move through if you're diligent about sniping your snitches, that is. So actually, I forgot about this, but the Epoch has Demo Force now. Okay. That's actually pretty good. That's a good pairing with the strafing run. So I can kind of save up my... I guess there's no real reason to save up my 500 kgs because it's kind of what I brought him for, but at the same time, why not? How about I just use one? But okay. So this is not the best use of the build because it does mess up your accuracy a little bit. But you can use the warrant mid-air because you can still aim just the same as you can on the ground. There's just more sway. Okay, and that's why you take very survivable armor against this faction, because the elevated overseers will really tear you a new one if you're wearing light armor. I mean, hell, they'll tear you a new one whatever armor you're wearing if they get headshots. But in this case, they did not. And the Hoverpack just allows me to get literally the perfect angle, let me not blow myself up, on all these footless, and clear them out extremely efficiently with very little ammo spent. Okay, I'm gonna finish you off. Really? Okay, I guess that was good that I saved my 500 kgs, because I'm not doing what I want them to. So one tip I do have is do not use the Hoverpack around 500 kgs, because they go up in a cone, their explosive damage, and if you're up and above them at an angle, they have a much bigger range than you are used to, or than I am used to at the very least. So I have blown myself up many times with 500 kgs and the Hoverpack. It's something I have to keep in mind every time I use it. But that was a little sloppier than I would have liked. I think I was messing around a bit too much. Also a little out of it at the present moment. But the purifier is actually not bad against these guys. It takes 2 swoops or 2 strafing runs to take it out. But the epoch charge is a bit too slow, in my opinion, against stingrays. So unless you are charging it like this in advance, and are above the ground where it has a much harder time hitting you with the Hoverpack, I don't recommend using the epoch reactively against stingrays. You gotta prepare a bit ahead of time with your charge and your positioning, so you don't waste that charge. It's very easy to waste epoch charges, but you have a decent ammo economy with it. It has good reserves. Maybe it's not so much the reserves are good, so much so as you just shoot it so slow you don't run out of ammo very often. But if I don't whiff like a absolute idiot, that should be a one-shot. Maybe not to the side unless I hit the limb. Okay, I gotta get these guys out, but see, just one shot like that and it is super easy to just clear out a big chunk of voteless like that, which would normally be a pretty big problem and probably require you to use a gas grenade, which I still might for this crowd over here. Oh, I got 2 harvesters on me. Okay. And very low on stems. See, now I should have saved my strafing runs, because my plan was to use the strafing runs to take out harvester shields and then to finish them off with shoot that guy. No. Finish them off with the epoch. Let's spam some gas grenades actually. Let's get some efficient usage out of this. But my strafing run is back now. So ideally it takes out the shield and maybe the horn if I'm lucky. And then I take it out in one shot. Okay, it was kind of hard to tell because there's a lot of shit that way. But it did work. Pulverize that guy. Honestly, I think I'm kind of used to emptying out the epoch mag. I guess it would be. It probably is a mag or battery, whatever you want to call it, when there's only 1 shot left on the other factions, because most heavies take 2 shots to kill reliably. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So typically, oh, okay. Demo force on the epoch actually kind of a big deal right there. Even if generally I don't think it was that huge a buff. Because it still sucks at bug nests. It's just nice to have a little demo force for moments like that. It's not quite as slow of a rate of fire as the Quasar, but it is pretty slow. So it's faster to spam it, but it's less ammo efficient. I am hoping I can get in a cheeky. Yep. I want to get rid of that like ASAP. And all Overseers struggle to hit you when you're in the air. Flying Overseers struggle the least, but I still think they hit you less often when you're jump packing around. However, the Hoverpack is not the play on city maps with Leviathans, because they... Okay, both of them direct hit me at the same time. I didn't even know they were there, but that's cool. What was I saying? Yeah, Leviathans, both, or Leviathans just in general, do not give a shit if you're flying around. If they're gonna hit you, they're gonna... That's so many artillery guys, what the hell? I gotta take him out like now and not die to the flesh mobs. I was really hoping you get gassed by that, but I guess not. Can I get the lock on to lock on? No, he's gonna be a shitter. I will hunt you down because I do not want to breach right now. It's gonna make this objective really difficult. Okay, I would like to, maybe I should loop back around to the supplies, but let's see if we can ball. Maybe we can call supplies in down here. So many fucking Overseers, oh my god. Artillery Overseers specifically. Those guys are very scary when they start stacking up. Just one is annoying, but like 2 or 3, and they will just instantly melt you. I mean, you saw, especially on direct hits. I'm actually not sure if a purifier headshot does anything if it's charged on those guys. Well, does anything that a body shot wouldn't do. Okay, so aside from a stupid death, that wasn't too bad. This objective, the monolith, is usually more challenging in my opinion than the flag on the squids, because the flag on the squids is rather strange in that it doesn't need you to clear the enemy, so you can kind of run around like a chicken, headless chicken, or a regular chicken, whichever you prefer, and still complete the objective without really even killing that many of the enemies, as long as you don't die. Okay, it's actual rave going on in that direction. Oh, you... Okay. Tough pattern, but that should work. And that's okay. The strafing run is pretty good at taking out his horn. Okay, I should have focused the voteless first. And the purifier is so good against voteless. Oh, Jesus God, Jesus Christ! That's the hardest I've ever seen a harvester die. Okay, I'm being lazy and using the warn against the flying guys, but that is also partially why I brought it. No, I'm not going to be greedy and go for the 2 for. I don't think that's wise. Okay, I might not even get the 1 for. Oh, okay, you're going to be like that. Okay, I did get the 1 for. That's good. Do not get swatted out of the air like a fly, that'd be nice. So the demo force... Oh, I'm out of ammo. I was trying to charge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Double uh-oh. Please dive. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should take this guy out first. I should... I'm not I don't think the Hoverpack makes you 100% safe from those guys, because they can still direct hit you with their straight... Oh, brother! There's a lot of shit this mission. Okay. It doesn't make you 100% safe, because the, like, actual projectile can still hit you, I think. But you do have to be fairly unlucky for that to happen. And it is a lot easier to avoid than the AoE. Uh-oh. About that. Oh, I survived. I guess I was far enough away. Okay, there's a lot more overseers than usual. This is kind of a tough mission, but that's okay. Uh-oh, that's not okay. That's not okay at all. Okay, I really should focus in on that guy. I can't use the warrant. He might be wounded enough that the warrant would finish him off, but the warrant is not good at these guys. Oh, I got ragdolled by the fucking fire hydrant, brother. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good combo actually. Hitting them with a charge shot and switching to the warrant to finish it off is not bad. Oh, why did I only leave one resupply box? What was I thinking? I was probably thinking there's not going to be 10 trillion overseers. I can take 2 resupplies or 3 resupplies and be fine. We're just gonna finish you off. I don't have the stims to waste. The purifier definitely is there's a lot of decision making to it compared to a lot of primaries, because it's very tempting to never, at least for me, because I'm a cheap bastard, it's very tempting to never spam fire and save all your ammo, because this is just so much more efficient like this, especially when you're taking out shields. But I think to really be good with this thing, you gotta know when to spam fire, like here. Yeah. Let's keep moving. Do some bobbing, do some weaving, and get some... Okay, that was some serious bullshit. I'm gonna grab some high ground, because you can do this pretty reliably with the Hoverpack. And I'm sure already I had multiple people screaming at the screen telling me to go on the buildings. But don't worry, I remember. It's just that I have not... I am seething. Well, I'm not really seething. That was kind of funny. I am moderately annoyed. How about that? At Tesla Tower getting me there. I guess that's my punishment for not showing off the building tech as early as I could have, because I know a lot of people like doing that, and I think it is very good. When you want to stand your ground someplace and defend it, which I'll probably use it for the flag, but when you're being mobile, it's a little too slow paced in my opinion, because you have to use a charge to get up, and then either use a stim to heal when you go down, or wait for another charge to come back online to get down. It's a whole thing. So there it is, a time for it and a time to not do it. Okay, snitch first. Do some wiggling and do some dodging. Wow, where do I have a... Oh, I do have the angle grip on this thing. So I should be helping with the sway, because angle grips, I mention this a lot, but every time there's somebody who has not heard it, understandably so, because it doesn't fucking say so in game, they reduce sway on weapons. But obviously if you're walking around, you're still going to get a lot of sway. And it's... No, I'm still not 100% sure how well it works or how much it does, but anecdotally, I do feel the sway reduction. Now that might be placebo. I would not be surprised. Excuse me, I would not be surprised. But at the same time, I will take placebo over nothing. Because I really hate sway. It's an awful mechanic. Yeah, The Epoch isn't the best against flesh mobs by itself, but when paired with another weapon, it is really solid. Because it's a lot of burst damage. It's just getting 2 shots off. I think it's 2 shots, maybe it's 3 shots. And it's an aggroed flesh mob. It's like, it's not easy, you know. These guys do not give you a lot of breathing room. Getting the reload off is also tough because you cannot reload midair with the Hoverpack, unlike you can with the jump pack. So there's not enormous synergy here. And that's why I was considering using maybe the harpoon gun, but I decided I really did want harvesters dead quickly, and the Epoch has a much faster time to kill across the board. So let's do the Sieve. Hopefully nobody's around. And it is not super early in the mission, but it should be early enough. Okay, jetpack. Yeah, and it's good like that sometimes, because he would have called in the breach from us, the other side of the wall, like without me being able to hit him, because that's, you know, it's just how the game works, unfortunately. So the jump pack did save my ass there. Okay. Not a bad loadout so far, gotta say. I think honestly Napalm's the 3rd best type of shell after high explosive. I mean, I think it's got the same demo force as all the other shells, but Napalm's just good. You explosive. Yeah, I'm very happy with this configuration of shells. Honestly, I would not hate it. It definitely doesn't need to happen, but I would not hate it if it was guaranteed to at least get one like high explosive or nuke shell. Maybe nuke shell would be a little too much, but it really does feel bad when you get to the objective and it's like all smoke and maybe 1 or 2 EMS. Even if I don't think EMS is the worst thing ever. Let me actually look over this hill because there might be a SAM site. Okay. Brother. I use the jump pack, but I want to save the charge in case I need it. No, but there is 100 super credits here. Huge whiff. Honestly, it's probably better that I don't use the scope on this thing. The 1.5 is not the best. Even if I think it's the best, so like the tier 1 scopes, so to speak, all the ones that only take 5 ergonomics, which our scope distribution is kind of weird. We have a lot of shitty no magnification ones that are pretty similar, and then 2x scope, which is the only one in its tier, 4x scope, which is also the only one in its tier, and a 10x scope, which, you guessed it, is the only one in its tier, with no variety. But I definitely feel as if though they did not really plan. Maybe they did plan to some degree to have weapon customization, but it definitely was not very high on their priority list, considering it, you know, took them a year to actually implement it. Even if the groundwork, or some groundwork at least, was probably in right from the start. I do wish we had a bit more variety with the scopes.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Let's get out some of these guys. That's a lot of outlets. And if they get close, just pepper them lightly with the purifier. You take a little self damage, but it is really minor. It's like you don't even need to stim for it minor, honestly. Did I? I did not put my eagles on cooldown. See, that's why I don't like having 2 eagles. Or more than 1 eagle, I guess is the best way to put it. It's because I'm a fucking idiot, and I regularly forget to actually manage my cooldowns, which is very important with eagles. So if I forget to manage my cooldowns on 1 eagle, that's fine. You know, it's just one stratagem slot. I can get along okay without making perfect use of it. But when it's more than 1, that gets embarrassing. a lot of bonus, but the purifier is not bad at all. I really would have liked to have more than one eagle there past me. Okay, let's just smack. Maybe I should use the grenade on the teleportation ship because I wanted to. Oh, come on, really? Maybe it would have been wiser to take out the Gatling barrage. Actually, I think a full Gatling barrage, if most or all of the shells hit, I'm not 100% sure, can take out a teleportation ship. Not take the stalwart, not today. I should do a stalwart video at some point. It is pretty fun, even if it's not my favorite support weapon.
Objective near your position.
I don't know, I remember the discourse back when people were saying it should be a primary weapon. And back then, I wasn't 100% on board. Because, you know, all our primary weapons sucked, and the stalwart was way better than all of them. But now, honestly, I don't even think it'd be the best one. I'd still think it'd be worse than, like, the crossbow and the eruptor. Just because how explosive weapons and plasma weapons work. They avoid so much of the pitfalls of enemy design. Because it's less like the straight numerical variables, or straight numerical like values, I guess, of the weapons. That kind of... What is that over there? Oh, that's extract, okay. I forget that sometimes extracts have landed ships. It's less so... I'm so distracted right now, but... It's durability that really screws over a lot of ballistic weapons, and why plasma and energy, well, not all energy weapons, but primarily plasma and explosive weapons are so good, is because they just ignore like a whole layer of defense that enemies have, and it's usually pretty significant. Like even not extreme durability values. Oh no, do not climb. Tell me. Oh, I didn't get the full charge. Okay, that's sad, but I'll live. Oh, you were here. Okay, I was looking for you. Oh, the war pack was not the war pack. The Hoverpack was not charged. That's fine. Small epoch charge and full purifier charge does just okay. Man, this configuration is so piss easy. I don't like. They already have a hard enough time getting up here. I don't get why they spawn like 2 blocks away compared to a lot of the other flag objectives where they spawn like on top of you. I'm not a huge fan of them spawning on top of you, but like it's too far away, especially for such an easy variant. Oh, and fun Hoverpack tech is if you hit it right before you hit the ground, you only use a tiny little bit of Hoverpack fuel instead of the full bar. But you do need a full bar to be able to use that tech, because you can't use it at all until it recharges completely. Which kind of sucks. I think this thing would be a lot more fun if you could like kind of use it piecemeal and turn it off and on when you needed it. I would enjoy that quite a lot, I think. But as it is now, you really do have to be cautious about your usage. That mission felt really fast. I think I might be missing a side objective, but I also don't really want to go prowling about looking for like a SAM site, probably. Just like in the middle of nowhere. Maybe I just ran past it and people were yelling at me, but I can deal with that. Okay, I'm yelling at me. Okay. Yeah, random movements and attacks, huh? Yeah, likely story, bud. Okay. I hate when the Voltas get like really spread out like this and it's just a couple all over the place. Because they're much more annoying to clean up. I guess it depends on what weapon you're using. If you're using like the coyote or any incendiary weapon, it's probably fine. Oh, not probably. I've done it. It is fine. But with explosive weapons, it is annoying. I guess you could use the warrant, even if the warrant is not good against Phobos. You really should save your ammunition for, That's... what is that? That looks like a sea site, but it... Wait, is this just the SAM site? No, this isn't the SAM site. This is... What? What? There's just SAM sites here at this extract that we can't use? That's bullshit. Yeah, these are SAM sites. I never noticed that. Interesting. And those aren't just like the maybe at some phase in development it was possible to activate those. Because why else would they have like an actual sea site? Because it's an actual site if you can ping it, and it shows up as that on the HUD. It's not just using the model. I guess maybe they did just use the model. Though that seems a little wasteful, because there probably is like the entire fucking SEAF missile launcher model in there. I just can't see the light of day. Can I? Kinda? Oh, okay, I'm being too stupid. When you get so bored on the squids, you start clipping into map terrain to see if Arrowhead is wasting resources. The answer is probably usually yes. Okay, so there's two layers. There's an outer wall and an inner wall. Alright. Okay, my guys. You need to relax. Thank you, mini nuke. Not the best use of it, but I would have felt bad not giving it the time of day. Can I don't think I can clip through there. But there's definitely I think there is an actual whole ass missile launcher in there that you just can't use. Because why else? There's the yeah, see, why else would there be an inside box which seems to align perfectly with the opening? And that's probably, yeah, that like aligns perfectly. So there is just a whole ass missile launcher in there. I really wonder how many things in this game are just like needlessly modeled on the inside because Arrowhead is weird. Oh, bro, no! They hurt me. I'm so sorry, Arrowhead. You're not weird. Don't do that again. Okay, but anyway, that was a deeply unserious mission, but I think it's a fun build. That wasn't really stress testing it, honestly, that was kind of easy. Still, I think this is fun. Purifier, I mean, it's fantastic, and I think it actually does have really good synergy with the Hoverpack. The Hoverpack just gives you really good angles to use it, and it lets you dodge a lot of squid attacks, even if it's not all of them. Oh, I guess... What? Did I do all of... Whoa. These screens are completely broken, but I definitely did not 2-star that, I don't think. Unless I just like missed multiple outposts, but I don't think I did. I don't know, I'll review it in the footage. But anyway, this build's a lot of fun. Maybe I would recommend taking medium padded armor over light, because I was getting shredded a lot by elevated overseers. And I guess the Hoverpack would allow you to dodge most of the ground enemies anyway, so you don't need the speed as much. So that would be the one change I made. But otherwise, I was happy with the Epoch choice. I was pretty happy with the Eagle choices, even if I messed up my cooldowns. And that's it. I don't really have any other thoughts. I had fun with this build, and I think it's one I feel safe recommending. But that's it. I'm going to cut myself off before I start rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.